Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Let's take another look here at Solana, see what's going on. Quick congrats to our community members here for some solid profits on our short position. Currently about 28% profit, got in about 147. So when we were kind of testing this upper range of this bearish rectangle, Bitcoin was looking like it wanted to break out, actually more so to the downside after it rejected off of that 62K range. So we took a short and successful short so far. Granted, I could have taken a lot more shorts yesterday. I was actually planning to short SUI, but it just feels really risky doing something like that. But more importantly, other altcoins too, a lot of them felt like they were nearing their bottom, but they're still continuing to run. So basically, the easy way to understand it is that trading altcoins today to the upside is a poor decision. You're going to probably have a lot more success just shorting whatever you want because honestly the prices are likely to go down. We're in this knee-jerk reaction situation where Bitcoin dominance is just like taken off. Basically, obviously this is the result of altcoins coming down, but generally speaking that gives you a good gauge on how poorly the altcoins are doing because money's flowing away from alts and going right into Bitcoin. Okay. So again, Bitcoin has some liquidation down at about low as about 59 to 59.5. So it'd be safe to say the price may wick down once and then recover from there, or potentially nothing at all. Like it'll probably continue much lower and maybe continue to run. It feels like we're just on the edge of something really terrible. Okay, so just be ready for it. Again, we should expect the worst, hope for the best, right? That's the concept. If you can, please hit the like button, comment below. Deeply appreciate that. Love to hear from you, of course. The likes on every video is probably the most important thing for us, so absolutely appreciate that. We have been getting a little bit more views here lately, so I do want to say thank you to everybody who's certainly trying there. Let's take a look here, of course, at liquidation. You can see not a lot of longs entering the market right now, which is actually great. It's refreshing to see this for a change. The problem with that is that the price will continue to run because nobody's wanting to buy. Okay, so again, it's an interesting thing. We're just all waiting on the edge of our seats for something awesome or terrible to happen. And more likely than not, the price is going to continue lower. We just want to kind of presume that that's the case, but we don't want to attach ourselves to that mentality yet either. Because again, even though we're in a bearish divergence right now, it's likely going to be short term. And we'll see here soon, obviously, if there's a direction that's picked. But I think the key takeaway here is that market makers are going to try to get you to take some late shorts. I think as soon as we break down, if we do, we're probably going to see an instant recovery from there just to destroy anyone who jumped into a short. Because right now it seems like a short is a good call. Well, I'm referring to Bitcoin specifically. And truth is, it may not be because the market makers are really good at kind of lulling you into this sense of, okay, we've shifted momentum. As soon as you shift momentum, they just screw you over big time and go the opposite direction. So just be mindful that situations like that, it's best to steer clear of the market. In my personal opinion, I'm not planning to take any trades today unless there's something like really obvious and glaring that's going to help me understand that we should get in or get out. But no trade is a good trade, okay, folks? So again, just understand that as a premise. When we look at Solana here, we're going to see how much further downside there is and obviously key support levels. If you take a look here at liquidation, based on a local low at about 127, there's a lot of liquidation down there, still about 120. I'm going to round up, say 120 to 125 is an easy number to remember, okay? But basically that one, as soon as we lose 127, we'll probably see a little bit of a liquidation sweep there. And as you can see, there's a pretty significant delta here for shorts. That is roughly, somewhere in the range of about 1.2 billion. So we have 1.2 billion more shorts than longs as far as the overall is concerned. Last thing to recognize too is our open interest, right around 157. It's the most amount of interest, 157 to 159. Okay, so it kind of just tells us that's significant, not a resistance, but like kind of a wall there, so to speak. Okay, so take a look here at Solana. Let's quickly just jump in and kind of get this over here. I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling a little bit. Daily time frame, fully bearish. There's no other way around it. We're underneath all moving averages. Stochastic swing down, money flow index right where it should be. These are all bearish signs, folks. There's no other real way around it. Now, granted, we haven't shifted that money flow index, hasn't dropped below the RSI yet, but once again, not a great situation here. I would not consider a long position right now, even though we could very well see a pivot or a bounce here. Let's quickly understand our point of control for this range. Ever since we've been 121 plus, just to kind of reaffirm this here, 144, still that clear and obvious resistance level. It was supposed to work as a support, absolutely did not. We broke free from that bearish rectangle and the price action continued to run. So Solana is very poorly paired with Bitcoin right now. It's basically 2 to 3x of Bitcoin to the downside and like half x to the upside. So if you're going to consider along with Solana right now, you are being foolhardy, to say the least, okay? Again, this is somewhat of a, this is obviously an Elliott wave pattern, but they oftentimes correlate with head and shoulders too, and this is quite obviously somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern. So what we're looking for here is to see where the bottom is going to go, and it would make sense we bottom out here soon because we're coming up to a point of control in the low 130s. So we're seeing a lot more support for Solana, but we got to give it time to play out. Okay, so right now, still premature to kind of establish or understand a reversal, if at all, but we got an obvious tentative bottom here with that 0.618 fib level and then previous resistance range turned potential support. Okay, so again, a lot of confluence there at 135 as a round number. Okay, so that's where we're at there, 4-hour time frame. Nothing really to see here except that we have this tried and true, like right there at 30, right there at 20, money flow index RSI combination. When you see those two together, we're commonly going to see a bounce. Bitcoin is pretty much right at that level, likely to recover. Again, from an overextended state only, not from anything else, because once more, all the indications are bearish. But I just have this weird feeling that Bitcoin is trying to fake us out right now, get everyone to just go massive short, because our delta on short is way too high. It's just not good. So when we see that kind of thing happening, it's important to recognize that you're probably, for the most part, better off steering clear of the market. Hourly time frame is going to tell us the same thing here too. There's no reason to consider closing your shorts, so those who are in our short currently for Solana, there's no reason to close it. What I do recommend, of course, and we have this built into my automated trading bots, is trailing stop loss. So the stop loss moves down, in this case for a short, as we continue to achieve profit. So if the price recovers and comes back to break even, for example, we've walked away with a high percentage of the profit, and we kind of let the rest ride. So again, that's just more of a thing that I like to do. I like to average in and out of my positions. Not everyone likes that. So, find what risk tolerance works best for you. Right now, the market, the way it is, you're probably better off getting in and out all in one shot, okay? Just because we don't truly know how far the price can go. So anyways, the point of all this is that we're entering a support range. We got to give it a chance to develop. Bitcoin, surprisingly, holding the line here still. So we're going to see here soon what happens, but between now and then, I think no trade is a good trade. Just kind of maybe consider that. And if you're like, man, this guy is crazy, he is ridiculous telling me not to trade, maybe you want to reevaluate and consider counseling or something. Because again, there's nothing wrong with trading, but over trading is a significant problem. And majority of people that come over to my community are those who have over traded in the past and destroyed their accounts because they're watching Moon Boys saying that the price is going to go, through the roof and go parabolic, when the truth is it's not. I mean, I don't care how great Bitcoin does. We're probably not going to see a run to 7 figures for a very long time. That may not even be in our lifetime. Either way you look at it, I'm just realistic and looking at the charts as best I can. And at this point, the best thing you can do is just kind of sit on the sidelines and grab some popcorn and watch the show, because it's really just a lot of nonsense sometimes. Either way, I hope that makes sense and I described that correctly. Thanks again so much for listening to me continue on with hopefully what is construed as best practice. Otherwise, maybe it's a good laugh for you too. You never know. Thanks again so much. Either way, I appreciate y'all. Look forward to working with you. If you want to jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, or Discord, it does look something like this here, where I post our playout charts, and you'll get kind of the feel for it. So I look forward to working with you either way. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for your time.